Hello. We're going to get started down on our mats for our ab workout today. We're going to go into a low plank. So if you go to tabletop and step out from there, we're going to be here for 45 seconds holding. So find yourself there, get into a good position, suck everything in tight, bring your navel up, tighten your core in really nicely. Make sure that you feel that line going down your body. You don't want the butt up too high, but you want to make sure that it's up there. So just really pay attention to your body here. And then at the end of this 45 seconds, we're going to stay in the plank and we're going to bring it up to the high plank. And we're going to do toe taps in and out from side to side on the mat. So whenever we go up there, we have a couple more seconds and here we are. And tapping. And at the end of this 45 seconds, we're going to make it to a child's pose. And we're going to hold there for a breath or two. And we have a 30-second rest before we go into our next set of exercises, which are going to be on our back with our legs and tabletop. So whenever we get to the end of this, that's where we're headed. We're almost through this set. And remember, go into child's pose and take a big breath in and a big breath out. And now we're going to flip on our backs. And we're going to find our feet into a tabletop. And for 20 seconds, we're going to do in and outs with our feet. So we're going to find a good position here. Make sure that you could confidently stick a box on those when you're getting started. And we're going to go. We're here for 20 seconds. And at the end of this 20 seconds, you're going to extend one of your legs. It doesn't matter because we'll even it out. And you're going to bring your head and chest up with your hands behind your head and come to your opposite knee. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. And we're going to stay here for 20 seconds. You have about 10 more seconds here. And whenever you get to the end of this one, we're going to return back to those in and outs. You can keep your head up if you want to get more of a amplification out of it, or you can leave them down. There's no right or wrong answer. And now we're going to flip that other leg up and we're going to do the other side, bringing the opposite elbow to knee. And the important thing here is you don't have to do a ton of them. If you really focus on tightening in your core, taking your time, back to the in and outs. But even here is really focusing on tightening in on that core instead of trying to do a bunch of reps. That's going to give you a lot better results. And knees to chest. And we're going to take about a minute rest here because we're going to repeat this whole thing again outside of, we're going to make the planks just a little bit different. So for this plank, we're going to do a 45-second low plank as we did before. But then on the second 45 seconds, we're going to do a high plank and we're going to do shoulder taps. And the big thing to focus on with the shoulder taps is that you're not wobbling too much. So we're going to find that plank position, and here we go for 45 seconds. And don't forget to breathe. Breathing in through your nose and really feeling that go and fill up your chest and go through your body, and then letting controlled air go out your mouth like you're breathing out through a straw. Let breathing almost be an activity that you can focus on that's going to help you get through this and also kind of keep your mind busy. So we're almost at the end of that 45 seconds and we're going to come up to a high plank, and now are going to tap one arm to the opposite shoulder and then the other arm to the opposite shoulder. And once again, movement is going to happen here, but the goal is to try and keep it as still as you can. So you might have to play with your hands a little bit, but spreading the feet out a little bit can also give you some more ground coverage. It makes you feel a little bit more supported. So holding those, and we're almost to the end of those, and we're going to come back to that child's pose again for that good stretch and a couple breaths. And we'll be resting for 30 seconds and we'll flip over on our backs again. So big breath in and out. And take one or two more. And we'll flip over. Don't hang out too long because we got to get into it. All right, so we're going to put those feet into tabletop and we're going to get started with those in and outs. And here we go. And once again, you can bring your hands behind your head and you can come up and lift that head, neck, and shoulders if you'd like to get a little bit more, but don't let that prioritize what you're doing with your legs. So now we're going to extend that one leg and bring the opposite elbow to the knee. And we'll be here for 20 seconds. And at the end of this, we'll drop that leg back down and go into those in and outs. And just remember, it doesn't really matter which leg you do. Just make sure that when we go into the other side, you do the opposite leg. So do those in and outs and really focus on keeping those legs aligned in that good tabletop position. Like you could put a box on top of them. And we're going to straighten out that leg and come to the opposite elbow to opposite knee. It's the only knee. Well, you could get either knee, but it's the one that's bent. And you might see me dragging a little bit. I believe in you. You can do it. Just don't stop moving. You might need to be a little bit slower, more controlled, but just keep on going. We're back to those in and outs. Just keep it nice and controlled. Form is everything. We're almost done. And once we're done with this set of in and outs, we're done with the whole workout. All right, knees to chest. Take a big breath in and out. You can wiggle your hips out. And I'm going to come up and do a forward fold here if you would like to join me. If you enjoyed this workout, I would say come back tomorrow, or you could do some of the other ones I've done, but I enjoyed having you here. And if you enjoyed the vibes, of course, like this video and subscribe so that way you can come back for more, as I would love to have you, of course, so you can join my community and we can work out together. Yes. All right. And whenever I get at the end of this stretch, that's going to be the end of it for me. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for your time, and thank you for joining me. All right. Bye-bye.